Welcome, welcome to Copper Kettle Farms live on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. I see we've already got Mama Z's in here. We got Skinner Farms in here. 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙙𝙬𝙧 Homesteads in here. And Donald's in here. So this is Donald's first live back since he...
2 months?
I guess it's been 2 months. Let me turn the camera off because I'm wondering if that's what's making your phone go off. All right. So, welcome, guys. Donald's first live back. We're trying to figure out the configuration in the office here, but I think this will sort of work, maybe. We'll see. But he's logging in now, so he could be on his phone to try and compete with Mama Z on posting links and stuff. So we'll give people a few more minutes to come in. But Donald and I will be regularly on Sunday nights, I think for good now. The only time that we're not going to be on, and we're still kind of deciding what we're going to do, is November 7th is the season premiere of Yellowstone. I think it starts at 9. We're actually thinking about doing a live video of us watching it and our reactions. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Layla and Mia and much more. I'll have to check them out. Good to have you here. So we may do a live react video on that Sunday night. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. We're both really excited to see it. Dad's going to be watching it with us. I just have to think of the logistics. Hey, Papa Z, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to give that thumbs up. You guys hear us okay? We're trying out the mic in between both of us, which should work. And I also think it's starting to rain, and I have a metal roof on the studio, so hopefully it may sound like typing for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. I don't think it will. All I see is your head going back and forth.
Mine?
Yeah.
I got 3 screens I'm over here looking at.
Right? You and me both. I'm like, oh, there's a screen here and there's a screen here. So... But welcome, guys. So one of the things that we're going to talk about, I'm Arnie. Oh, Leia and Mia are your cats. Oh, hey, Arnie. Yeah, the channel name threw me off there. Sorry. So 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙙𝙬𝙧 said that I will do my best to keep watching you guys on Sundays, but after I get on my new property, I have no cell service. Oh, okay. Where is your new property at? That's kind of exciting, though. So Donald's off for the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah. He's been off since Tuesday. And he starts his new job on the 18th, which is why we're switching our schedule. So we have, I think the first time in 8 years, we actually have weekends off. We've never had that in the last 8 years because of either his work, me adjusting my schedule with my work to coincide with his work. So it's a little... It's an adjustment. Like, it's been a little bit of an adjustment figuring out, oh, yeah, we have weekends now. But I think we're going to stay on Sunday nights because that seems to be the location that works for us the most and doesn't interfere with, like, a lot of people do Saturday nights. So. And you're finally logged in. It's in Missouri over by Mountain Grove. Oh, okay. Can you guys feel the rain?
Yes.
You don't count. You're in the building. So yeah, things are really exciting for us right now. Donald starts a new job. It's half a mile from the house, if that. Like, it's so... I showed Mama Z, actually. I was on market with her, and I was like, here's where Donald's work is. I'm about to head to the house. Here's how long.
It's a minute drive.
It's like a minute drive. Poor Donald gonna have a honey-do list a mile or two long. He's had a couple things. Well, honestly, with him working night shift for so long, we haven't had time to do much homesteading stuff. So he does have some things that he's catching up on. Like, he bought me a raised bed he put on the deck. He put that together the other day. What else were we going to work on?
Pallets.
We're going to gather pallets tomorrow.
In the chicken coop.
He's got to get, like, a drug test for the new job.
Yeah, I that tomorrow.
We got his license renewed. We got to get our license to carry renewed. His wastewater license for getting transferred to Pennsylvania. So there is definitely a honey-do list set of things coming. Today, we actually went out and bought a bed. And it's not going to be delivered to the end of the month, but I don't know about you guys, but I've never owned a brand new bed. It's just not something that ever was something, one, I could afford, or two, that I needed, because you could always get a cheap bed or a hand-me-down or something. So that's all I've ever had. And he brought the bed that we use now from Texas, and it's a full.
It's a full pillow top.
Yeah. So, it was time.
It's done.
And you've had that for at least 10 years.
Total, yeah.
I'm not gonna say the amount of money we spent on this thing. It's a little ludicrous, but we got one of those purples. You guys know the purples, right? The purple beds. They had us surprisingly laying on a lot of different beds to see what we liked. Donald's the picky one when it comes to sleeping. I am not.
To me, I'm just like, if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to get what I want.
Yeah. And it does have one of those 120-day, if you don't like it. Like, if you find that you don't like that one, you want
120
the firmer one, you could do that. Arnie, said that they've been doing so many things. Their dad passed September 8th. That is very sad. I am sorry to hear that. Was he, like, how do I say it? I don't even know how to say it without sounding like a goober.
Then don't.
Was it, like, age-related, or the thing that everybody's talking about that we're not supposed to talk about on the YouTube thing? I guess is my question. But that does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Crazy as that's what I like about Missouri. I don't need a license to carry. Well, you don't need a license to open carry in Pennsylvania. It is an open carry state. But we need a license to conceal. I don't know if that's the same in Missouri. Texas is now what? What do they call it? Constitutional, Mama Z? It's starting to rain a little bit harder. Where did Skinner go? Skinner disappeared. He was all excited you were back, and then he disappeared.
He's probably chasing down a calf.
Yeah, he sent me a video of him panting while chasing a calf earlier. Manners. Yeah, well, I can't move my laptop down. So, sorry. You can see Donald's pretty face, though, right?
I'm the wrong side. There I am.
Yeah.
I'm over here looking at this one.
Yeah, Mumsy says, yeah, we don't have to have anything for anything. Okay. Yeah, we got to get ours renewed. I don't know. I'll have to call them tomorrow to see what. Because they just expired.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, Donald's back. We're going to be on a consistent schedule. It's going to help my business. It's going to help the farm. And we have 2 videos coming up. One is coming out this week that I'm really excited about. We're actually going to do some voiceovers after the live today for that. And it's completely unique. I don't think there's probably channels out there that have done this style video, but I don't know any homesteading channels that have ever done this style video. So I'm really stoked about that. That'll be coming out this week. It's going to be more for kids, but it's going to be fun. And then we have a vlog coming out this week, probably maybe next week. And then we have a video on elderberry coming up because it's 'tis the season. Crazy Ed says, from what I was told by a couple of police officers, you don't need a permit to conceal carry either. Okay. See, I didn't know that. That's good to know. CJM, welcome. You're back. You're back. Donald's back. It's a good day. Welcome back. Don't forget that thumbs up. That's right.
And congratulations again.
Yeah, you just had a wedding, right? That's exciting. We were looking at your wedding photos. Very stoked for you guys. Actually, if I had known you would have been here tonight, I would have made you the channel shout out, but I didn't think about it. So that's exciting. Congratulations. What was I going to show? I was going to show something. I thought. Oh, that. So one of the things we wanted to talk about, well, he said it was amazing. That's so awesome. Is we're putting together a big surprise for my dad. For those of you that don't know, my dad lives with us. He just turned 71. I've been taking care of my dad since 2003, I want to say. And he's been, it's a big deal taking care of a parent that, let me turn this light down a little bit. I feel like it's blinding us. It's a big deal to take care of a parent that's aging. And I feel bad for my dad because he's kind of like never been the type of person to worry about retirement. Never thought you were going to get old. Doesn't really have like a retirement plan in place or anything like that. So, he struggles. He's on disability income. He's been disabled since I was 23. I've been taking care of him ever since.
Man, that's a lot.
Are you trying to say I'm old?
What? No, sorry. That's not how that was supposed to go.
By the way, our anniversary is next week. So if we make it to next week, then there you go. Your dad was 74. Okay. CGM says, I've been away from YouTube for a couple weeks. So busy with the wedding period. Yeah, I can see that. I'm glad you're back. We're glad you're back. And we're glad that Layla or Arnie's here to hang out with us today. We like making new friends. So
I get to post. I'll be able to get to post more soil videos.
Yes. Donald owes you guys a video on, what was it? How to tell if you have bad soil?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Donald owes you guys that. Hold him to it.
Now that I can sleep right.
There's Skinner. There's your buddy.
Where?
He just said...
Oh, he's not come through yet.
Sorry, I'm late. I had company. It's weird that StreamYard went first before YouTube. It usually doesn't do that. So yes, I've been taking care of Dad since I was 23. So 2003, something like that. And he's always struggled with being able to afford things, or, he took out a loan and has not been able to pay it back. And I feel like once you're at that age, I just feel like it's such a breath of fresh air to not owe money. Something about goat squats. Yes, you owed him the goat squat video too. So what I've been doing is, I'm not going to talk about it in too much detail here because I feel like people's eyes are going to glaze over, but Donald and I have been into crypto and NFTs for a while now, and I've done really well with it. And what I decided to do is, Dad heard about all my success with the NFTs and the crypto, and he said, what do I need to do to get involved in this? I feel like this could help me pay off my debt. And Dad has never turned on a computer. Dad is not a computer person at all. So I said, well, if you come up with $200, $250, I can probably invest in something that will get you enough money to pay off your debt. And I decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and start now, even though he hasn't given me the $250, because it's not like I was going to take his money anyway. I was just going to throw that on top of whatever I'm able to get for him. So I did an investment, and it did so well that the surprise, and he doesn't know this yet, by the way, and nobody here is going to say anything to him, so it's not, I don't mind sharing it here, but the surprise is that we are going to pay off every single debt that my dad has next week. All of it. And I've already designed a card, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is the card I designed to show this. Let me take off the caps thing because that's covering it. So you can see on the left is pictures of me and Dad when I was little, happy belated birthday. And to the right, it talks about what I did, what I purchased and sold, how much we sold it for. It was almost $9,000 that I got pretty much overnight with this investment. And so I've already sold it. I've got the money sitting. And so we're going to give that to Dad next week. And in addition to that, let me take that back off, is we're going to film it. We're going to film Dad opening that card theoretically, my goal was to have his debt paid off behind his back for him before I did it. But I don't know whether I've been trying to figure out a way to get his invoices so I know the account numbers and where he's got this debt. But
I don't know why, but it's like a. I've been trying to scam him so I can get the information.
What I'm thinking about, like rummaging through his desk or something to find these invoices. He told me how much he owes. Because I was like, you're gonna have to tell me how much I need to get. So one sale, I was able to do this. So I'm gonna pay off all his debt. I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna put it up as a short though, because it's not gonna be long enough for a full-fledged video, but I think it'll bring attention to our channel, which is what shorts are meant for. All these people that don't like shorts, I want to tell you right now, shorts would give us some of our most money, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to pay off all of Dad's debt next week with that one sale that I did in NFTs crypto. And he's going to open that card. I'm going to film it, throw it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And yeah, Dad will be debt free for probably the first time. Well, I can't say the first time. I paid off all his debt once in 2009, I want to say. And then he went and racked up a little bit more debt doing something. But there's going to be a stipulation with this saying, no more loans, none of this. Like, this is it. You're out of debt. You're 71 years old. Enjoy it. Now you have money to go out to breakfast with the old farmers, which is something he's always wanted to be able to do. And you can't do that often. So, Thorhaven's in here. Welcome. Tired here dealing with our new Highland calf. I've been seeing pictures. They're cute. Yeah, the work stuff, I mean, it's pretty much done except just your final pay, right?
Well, I just wanted to make sure everything goes through.
Yeah. So, well, especially that vacation pay now that we bought the brand new bed, because we got to pay for it at the end of the month. It's a lot of money. But there's a couple of things that with the vacation pay that he's getting that we're going to do for the farm.
Mm-hmm.
What did we say we were going to do? We're going to buy a barn for the goats, like a little shed.
And a lot of it.
Some taxes.
Insulation
in here, probably just the roof. We'll see. I think I wrote some of it down. Medical bills, I swear, are the worst. Medical bills are the worst. Definitely. Luckily, Dad doesn't have any that he owes that I know of. It's mostly just like a couple loans or something. Shared your link with the Facebook crew. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up too when you guys come in. So yeah, we're really excited. We'll film that. And I don't know. Dad's kind of emotional when it comes to that kind of stuff, when people do good things for him. So I expect there's going to be some tears shed. Oh, Stringfield Ridge, welcome. It's your anniversary. Happy anniversary. Ours is next week. That's awesome. And next week is Yellow Rose Hempstead's birthday too. Stacy from Yellow Rose. I want to say congratulations on not killing Lee yet. I don't know, how long have you guys been married? Because you guys seem like you've been together for quite a while. You just have that energy. Is Thorhaven leaving? Oh, he's got to leave too. Oh, no problem. We love having you here regardless. Oh, Skinner Farm is right. You were right. He was chasing cows.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I knew it.
Chasing cows. We didn't really do a whole lot of physical work today.
Did a lot of laying around on the beds.
You're all surprised how many beds they wanted us to test out. Like, test out this one, test out that one. But
it's like 7.
Yeah. But we're pretty excited about it. I'm curious how well we're going to sleep once we get it. Because both of us are starting to have lower back pain. Either that or we're just getting old. It's probably us just getting old, I think. I don't think there's anything else we want to talk about. That was like my big news. We're paying off all of Dad's debt next week. We're going to film it. Donald starts his new job this month. He's on for 2 weeks. Man, and they've been a shit show over there from what we understand. Just stuff we've been hearing. It's so bad. I'm so glad he's going. I'm so glad. What have you been up to? Working hard, Donald, dealing with the crappy situations. Crappy? Honestly, I feel like, and Donald can confirm this, that when you work midnight shift, like when you get home from work, you're tired. So you do the minimum. When you get up from work or for work, you're tired because your body's not adjusted. So you're sleeping longer. And then by the time you get up, it's like too dark to do much on the homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Does that seem like kind of the pattern?
Yeah, and when you, because a lot of times the issue that would come up would be I would do the chores in the morning as soon as I get home, and that's if I leave at 6. I mean, sometimes I'm there till 6:30, 7 o'clock, dealing with transitions and whatnot, scheduling issues, and then when I get here, do the animals, and then spend some time with Crystal, maybe like an hour, and then go to bed, trying to go to bed. So then it's however long trying to sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep.
Yeah. And what sucks about midnight shifts, so you get home, you were supposed to have off Sundays and Mondays, right?
Yeah.
For a while there. You get home Sunday morning. Is it Sunday morning?
Saturday morning.
You get home Saturday morning. You have to sleep during the day. And then you can either stay up all night or you can try to go to bed again and sleep in the same bed as your wife. So Sunday, you're either, if you stayed up all night, you probably either have to sleep or like sleep less so you have some time on Sunday to do anything. But then you have to stay up Sunday night because you have to sleep all day Monday in order to go back to work Monday night. So you really don't get 2 days off when you're working midnight shifts at all.
I mean, you can like before, I did it before to where I would sleep a normal schedule on the weekend, but
it messed up your schedule.
Your sleep schedule is screwed for the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't fun. I'm not a fan of midnight. No. I did it. I mean, we have people that were sign up for shift work and then turn around and say they can't do shift work.
And then we'd get doctor's notes.
And then we can't move them on those shifts.
Yeah. Hey, Albany Mountain Homestead.
So that's another reason I'm glad I'm getting out of there.
The management was horrible. Schedule was bad. And honestly, because he got 2 job offers. He got one over in York, Pennsylvania, and then he got one down the street. And the York one was $14,000 more in salary. But then if you calculate your drive time there, an hour back, and then the gas money, we calculated it would cost about $18,000 extra to take that job. So it just made sense. Now we don't have a commute. We don't have gas money. I think besides going to like TSC or when we go to Hanover twice a month, I mean, we might put 20 miles on our vehicles. We don't really go a whole lot of places. So, thank you, Mama Z. Check that out. For Donald's new job. Thank you. Put that in my pocket. Just kidding. Yeah, I worked night shift a couple of times when I used to work at an emergency vet. I used to be a vet technician. And this was like when I was still there when 9/11 happened. So 2000 to 2002-ish, I think, I was a vet tech. So 2 years. And there had to be people that were available to do midnight shifts. And honestly, it wasn't that bad when you're that young and you don't really have anything else to do. And I loved hanging out with the animals all night long. The worst part of it, though, was that there were people that were creepy outside at night. You're there by yourself. Like, you're the only person there. And then if someone came in with a dog that was hit by a dog that was hit by a car, you'd have to call in the vet. But in the interim, you're doing emergency triage. So it was not fun. I was very emotional. Tinker's wife, Patty, hello. Yes, we're so excited about this new job. I might actually do a video showing you guys just how close it is to the house because it's like a stone throw away. Like if we were thinking about how many houses away it was, I don't know, like 7 houses away. I'm trying to think of how many houses are from here to there.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, you were ignoring me?
I was making jokes.
Rude cam, so what is that?
Who was I saying it to?
You're gonna make me read comments?
Yes, I'm gonna make you read comments.
CJM.
So, what did he say?
Oh. I like how you think you're funny.
I know.
You're the only one that's laughing at these jokes.
Nope. Mama Z, right there with me. Thank you.
She's just being polite.
I'll take it.
Albany says, my husband slept from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., then went to work and stayed up till 6 p.m. the following day. He did nap for his lunch break. Wow. That's a lot. I want to say my grandfather used to work nights at a steel mill in Baltimore and then have to farm. But I think a lot of it, my grandmother would do most of the farming because she was a stay-at-home mother, wife, farmer. I mean, they had 7 kids. So eventually, obviously, the kids were around to help out. My dad was probably the one that helped out the most. So Skinner's laughing his butt off.
Thanks. That's 2. I think I actually upset Jeremy. He hadn't responded.
No, he's probably, well, maybe he's laughing really hard. I don't know. What link is that, Mama Z, that you posted to the Homesteaders Hub? The Homesteaders Hub doesn't have a YouTube. What are you doing?
Not today, Isis.
Not today, Isis. So we are not going to the Homesteaders Conference next week. We have tickets. I don't know whether, I didn't even check to see if they did a virtual option, but we are not going. We are staying home for our anniversary, and I mean, it'll suck. We're going to miss people, but we got to get some stuff situated before the transition. So, and I think we would have to take off. Well, no, we wouldn't have to take any time off, but yeah, we're still not going. Naturally NCD. I feel like I've missed you the last couple of days. I hope you're doing well. Mama Z, did you? Oh, she took it off. Okay. I was like, what are you doing? 26 years and then retired. I like sleep too much to do that, to be honest. I don't think I could do that.
I couldn't do that for 4 hours. I had to sleep at least 6.
I feel like you have to sleep at least 8. It's hard to get you up after 8.
That's your face.
Can you guys hear that rain? Is that too loud? I don't think so. It's not too loud here yet, but I don't know if this mic picks up.
I don't know if that's rain or wind.
It's raining. You don't hear it?
That's rain, but I think it's from the drips from the leaves.
No, it's rain.
Whatever.
You're wrong. You're wrong and I'm right.
I ignored you, what?
I'm sorry, what? I was ignoring you too.
Wait, you're talking to me?
What? So, honestly, because for those of you that weren't here earlier, we were talking about how Donald and I have been doing some investing in like crypto and NFTs lately. And we are paying off all of Dad's debt next week. And it's a surprise. Like, I've got a card coming that I designed myself. And we're going to basically surprise him that at 71, he is debt-free. But after all of that, I'm going to continue to do these type of investments like I did for Dad's for our own debt. So my goal, honestly, is if we can get all of this stuff continuing to grow the way it has been. And I'll tell you guys here, I'm not too worried about, I don't really talk about this online much at all because people are weird, but I mean, you guys are pretty much family. In the last month, I've probably brought in 20,000 just in cryptos and NFTs. So some of it I have spent reinvesting into new projects, like the one I was able to invest in for Dad. And then we're giving the 8,000 to 9,000 that we got for my last sale to Dad to pay off all of his debt. So he will be debt free next week. But we will film that. We will put it out on Shorts and TikTok. If you don't follow us, TikTok, I think that link's somewhere below. I hope. I think I put it there. I'm not sure. But if it continues to go the way it has been, my goal is within the next year to have the farm paid off. And then anything after that, we'll be completely debt free ourselves fairly quickly. And then we were like, well, what do we do next after that? And we're kind of thinking about, would we want to move? We probably won't while Dad's still alive. But once he passes, knock on wood, that's a long time from now. But would we want to move to a different state? Like Montana? I don't know, something. So that might be something we're going to start researching here soon, is where do we want to live if it's not Pennsylvania? I still love Pennsylvania. So I'm very fine with staying here, but maybe moving kind of southwest Pennsylvania into the Appalachian Mountains some. But we have to think, like, our 10-year plan has now been moved up so quickly that, I have to figure it out.
Indiana.
Do what? Indiana? Yeah. It'd have to be somewhere with some good mountains, though. I don't know what the mountains are like in Indiana. And it really depends on the gun laws. It would depend on...
I think Indiana's fairly flat, isn't it?
Raw milk laws. What kind of architecture is available. I still really like the homes in Pennsylvania because they're so old. I kind of like the Northeast for that. A lot of the homes out west aren't like that. Tinker's wife says she'll be debt free when she sells that place and pay off Ben's old loan. That'll be so good for you. Are you planning to do that soon? Like, are you going to stay over in Oregon, or are you moving somewhere else, Patty? CGM says, I'd pick the mountain views. It's nice for retirement. Yeah. Wherever we go next is going to be, that's our forever home. So, I know I wanted it like 100 acres somewhere. And we've been looking up some property. What was that one place? The 800 acres you were looking at? It was a couple $1 million, though. Like, I don't know that we'll get to that point, but.
Oh, was that on Land Watch?
Yeah. But we're thinking southwestern Pennsylvania would be a good location. I really like Tennessee, but Tennessee I don't think allows the sale of raw milk. So there's that. I'll have to talk to Dee about North Carolina, although I really don't want to move further south. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't do well in the heat. I don't like it.
Yeah, I get boob sweat.
We both get boob sweat.
And it's not a good look for me.
It's not a good look for you. At least mine's hidden.
Yeah, it's not a good look for me.
So yeah, it'll be Western Pennsylvania. It'll be somewhere Pennsylvania or north. Montana would be fine. Wyoming, Pennsylvania, Tennessee might be the furthest south I'd be willing to even consider. I don't know that I want to go to Arkansas. I've been to Arkansas. My ex lives in Arkansas. 10 acres in Canada depends on where you're getting from $1 million to $10 million. Wow. In dollars? What about the Ozark Mountains of Missouri? Now that could be, I'll have to check the laws in Missouri. Idaho is another place I was looking at. I know a lot of preppers love Idaho.
I know Missouri, that's where Greg Judy is.
Yeah, well, Greg Judy's there, and Doug and Stacy are there.
Yeah.
There's someone else there that we don't really want to be around, though. Yeah. I just don't like the heat. I'd rather deal with 5 feet of snow than 99-degree weather. Sadly, no. Now, I do get cold easily. Ask Donald.
Here's 174,000 acres for $4.2 million.
I don't know that I'll be making that much, though.
In Nevada.
And I don't know, why did you choose Nevada? What are you thinking?
It just showed up.
Ugh.
God.
think our top two right now are Pennsylvania and Montana. So we'll see. We'd have to do more research on the laws and stuff. Stay away from Pomona, Missouri, and you. See, D knew my mind there. Canadian property is stupid right now. It sounds like it because that's expensive. I'm still keen on Pennsylvania. In Montana, I feel like I'm just romanticizing it a little bit between the Horse Whisperer, Yellowstone,
which is not even in Montana.
Well, the ranch is in Montana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there's still a lot of flat land too there, so it's like we were looking at a house in Montana, and it was on a reservation.
Yeah, Montana property is ridiculous.
Yeah, but the goal is at least 100 acres if possible, theoretically with a house already on it, but water source, good trees for hunting and fire. We're going to grow locusts on it anyway for firewood, things like that. Some land for some cows. So
it was $3.5 million.
Now there is a farm here in town, not really in the outskirts of town, that we love this farm. But it's like 600 acres, and Adams County is so freaking expensive. I don't know how many million they're going to try to sell that for. And it's the Mary Penn.
Oh,
the one that's on, like, it's half in Maryland, half in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So they're taxed in both states, which I don't understand how that works. Like, you have to pay 2 tax bills at this place. It's 600 acres in both Maryland and Pennsylvania. But man, they have this beautiful river. It is so completely private. There's nobody around. I would love that place. But we're talking several million. Probably at least 4 million. At least.
Easily.
Around here. So, Arnie says, my cousin lives in Orange County, California. It's been in the hundreds for the last few days. See, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I'll go halfway with you on the 174,000 acres. Wait, what? Where's that at? He says, we had to move south and leave Michigan winters behind. I can't physically deal with snow anymore. Yeah, I think, I don't know how we're going to feel once we get old. We may, I don't know. I feel like by then I'm just going to hire people. Because I don't know that when I get older, that I'm going to want to live in the South either. Although I know a lot of people do. I don't know. Montana real estate is getting very expensive from what my brother's been telling me, my son. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of snow, to be quite honest. I don't like driving in it. My biggest issue I had with snow was him driving to work in it. Or when I was working in Baltimore, that was an 1.5 hour commute one way. So I'd be spending 3 hours a day in a Mustang, which is front wheel drive, which is the worst possible car to drive in the snow. And they'd still make me come in when it was snowing. But now that he's only half a mile away, now he's still, technically he's local at the local plant, but they also manage 2 other plants around the county. So they're actually, I think they're supposed to give him a company vehicle to travel and check these other plants. So there will be some travel still, but it'll be on company time. It won't be like a commute. So.
Yeah, I go to the plant and then move from there.
Yeah. There's 100 acres with a house and a couple barns for $800,000, 30 minutes from my house. That's nice. I'll take boob sweat over that cold crap like last year. Well, you guys weren't built for cold over there in Texas. We are built for cold. Like we've got all that situated. So we're good there. D says there's a 30-acre farm a quarter mile from me with a house, outbuildings, and a carport just waiting for you to come and move in. We have good internet and 2 poop plants within 20 minutes. Other people driving in this is a problem. That's one thing I'm really excited to not have to deal with anymore even though I only worked 1.5 miles away when my office was downtown, is dealing with, they would pile all the snow up on the streets. So I'd have to climb over it when Donald would take me to work, or what? I don't want to fall on my butt on the snow.
I just remember when you were climbing over it.
Yeah. Oh, was that funny to you?
Yes, it was.
And then parking out in the parking lot and it being icy and moving in. Like I'll be icy walking across the driveway to get here, but it won't be near as bad. Same, Patty. German jeans right here. I'm exactly the same. Although at the same time, my issue is I do get cold very quickly. So it's like I just have to pick the lesser of the two. Whatever gives Donald less boob sweat is what I'm going with. So there's that. I wonder how about, there was actually a job listing. Remember that job listing that was in Yellowstone?
Yeah.
They had, and this was probably like 5 years ago. There was a job listing in Yellowstone it was for wastewater, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the job listing even stated, like, you're here for wastewater, but you have to plan out like at least 3 months.
It's 6 months.
6 months?
You're stuck at the plant for 6 months because they have a 6-month winter.
Yeah, they have a 6-month winter. You had to make sure you had enough food and everything else you needed for 6 months. And honestly, if we didn't have Dad, we would have probably taken it.
And the only way in or out was by snowmobile. And I think the only contingency you had was, or stipulation you had, was the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wanted the internet. Well, so here's the question about that, though. In the middle of nowhere, where's the poop coming from? Like, why is there not a town nearby?
Well, there was a town. It was supposed to be I went and looked it up.
So is the whole town on lockdown for 6 months? Or just us?
Just the plant, for where it was at.
Oh. So, yeah, we were tempted to take that. Honestly, I would love that. I'd be having chickens sleeping in my house. I'll tell you that right now. Hope everybody has a good weekend period and stay safe. I'm 100% back to bug you all. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I think the only concern I would have being wintered in for 6 months is bears. That would be my biggest concern. I have like a weird fear of bears to the point where I actually have nightmares about bears every now and then. Bears and lions like eating me alive. Do you guys ever have recurring dreams like that? Because that's one that hits me sometimes. So I don't ever want to be near a bear. And my dad had me grow up watching things like Night of the Grizzly, which didn't help.
It's a terrible movie.
Well, it was cute though. What with the little skunk girl, and I mean it had Clint Walker in it, and
that's why someone watched it.
The ladies, if you know who Clint Walker is, you know what I'm saying. It's Clint Walker. I mean, Clint Walker is the type of guy that moves the dishes before he gets in a fist fight. So.
Oh, that kills me.
Being stuck someplace for 6 months would make me go crazy, Arnie says. I feel like it could. I mean, I could see it. But at the same time, I'm like, right now, we don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we're...
Because everything delivers.
Well, everything delivers, which we wouldn't have out there. But I don't know, like this weekend, they're having this thing called the National Apple Harvest Festival here in town, which is a big deal. I mean, it's a national event, and thousands upon thousands of people come into town. And I just get so sick of the crowds. Between that and the reenactments, the Gettysburg reenactments, and what's the other big thing we have? Bike Week?
Yes.
And then the Wine and Music Festival. I mean, it just gets so busy. I don't like it. I'd rather just not hear traffic ever. Tinker's wife says, evil clowns, I hate those. Had a recurring dream of one chasing me after a traumatic event when I was 5. Oh, no. Naturally C says, Jaws and Amityville Horror with my meemaw. Yeah, I watched Jaws the other day, and I'm like, I never want to go in the ocean. I'm not an ocean person. I'm okay with the beach, but even knowing some of the things that are under the sand, like little critters and things, I'm not a beach person at all. Give me the mountains any day. Watching it as a child, I remember watching that when I was like 8 or 9. And then I was staying over my cousin's house, and his parents were like, you guys need to go close up the pool. It was after we watched the movie, and it was nighttime. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Chucky, yeah. Chucky was weird.
And then Chucky in that Ready Player One.
I mean, I think bears were definitely one of my bigger things. Honestly, I would say when I was about 5 or 6, my dad had this Native American friend that had 2 teenage daughters that would babysit me. And for some reason, they thought it was a good idea for a 5-year-old to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. And I remember the scene of the woman on the wall, on the ceiling, that was all bloody, crawling around. And I can't watch those movies anymore. And I'm not big on gore to begin with. I can handle it, but I have not watched those movies since. I just can't. And that image is still in my head. Like, as a 5-year-old, that was traumatic for me. So I didn't like sleeping.
I will say when I was younger, when I went to my grandmother's, my uncle lived with her, and we would watch the show Nightmare on Elm Street.
There was a show?
Yeah, there was a TV show, Nightmare on Elm Street. We would watch that before we went to bed.
That's why you are the way you are.
I laughed then. When I was a kid, I would laugh at that. But then we watched it and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I was like, no more clowns. I've
never seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but I think you showed me a scene or two.
It's
from
ridiculous,
and it's just weird. I actually kind of want to watch it.
It's so bad.
It's because it sounds so bad.
Oh, and then we watched. What was that? We watched some silly movies like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, like the actual movie, and then it was Night of the Lupine.
It's like a werewolf movie.
No, was it Lupine? It might not be Lupine.
I remember like a bunch of Stephen King movies, like Carrie, Cujo.
Night of the Lepus.
What's the trucker movie?
Maximum Overdrive.
That one freaked me out a bit. I didn't like tractor trailers after that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, D. You watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you will never eat cotton candy again.
I love cotton candy.
Well, then don't watch that movie.
Do they poison people with cotton candy?
Do you want me to tell you so you can not eat it?
Yes, yeah. Tell me.
They cocoon people in it.
Oh.
And then it dissolves you.
Well, I can dissolve some of this fat in my belly. I'm not big on scary movies. Honestly, what was that movie the other day that you were showing me? I had never seen. It was really popular. The one with the log truck.
Oh, Final Destination.
Was that a scary movie?
I wouldn't say it's scary. It was like kind of like a thriller.
I like thrillers.
You know, it wasn't really a scary movie.
Like Fear. I remember seeing that when I was like 14 in the theaters. Scream was a weird movie. Honestly, I'm probably more afraid of people, like from The Purge, than I am monsters, because we all know how people can be.
Scream was a horror movie, though.
Yes, but it's still kind of a thriller.
Well, yeah, thriller, but it was more because he's now an iconic character.
Yeah. Yeah, horror and gore I'm not big on. Like, I've never seen the Saw movies. Amityville Horror kind of scared me as a kid. Like, I was very scared of the devil back then.
I'm not big on ghost movies.
Like Paranormal Activity, never seen it. Don't really want to see it. Or Poltergeist, I don't think I've ever seen. I do remember seeing, what's the one where she vomits? Exorcist. Those kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm not big on...
Gothica is one that I didn't like. with Halle Berry.
Albany says that they prefer movies based on true stories. Wasn't Amityville Horror based on true stories, but it's like, can you really corroborate that kind of stuff type thing? I'll tell you what, there's a girl called, I think, 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙙𝙬𝙖 𝙬𝙬. And she does makeup videos. She's really good at it, really pretty, like, intense makeup videos. But she does this series called Murder and Makeup, where she's putting on makeup and she's telling a story, but they're all the true stories. And you hear about some of these stories in American history of these killers. And I'm just like, I don't think she ever did one on 𝙂𝙧𝙀𝙀. And 𝙂𝙧𝙀𝙀's the one that was the inspiration for Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, probably Silence of the Lambs. But there was some big horror stories that she asked. If you guys have ever seen her, I would check her out. She does really good at storytelling.
What was it?
𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙀 something. Murder and Makeup. I'm going to find her videos. Sarian, there she is. I'll link you guys real quick, her. If you go to her video section, there it is. She does some good storytelling.
Yeah, The Nun.
Arachnophobia scared me.
Yeah, didn't like The Nun.
The Nun.
And
I don't know The Nun.
The Shining, I will not watch in a haunted house.
I watched it for the first time last year, I think.
Yeah. I would not be cool enough to hang out with you, D.
I'll do it, D. I'll do it with you.
And in an actual legit haunted house?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'll do it.
Nope. I'll let you have my phone. You can call me when you're dead, when you're dying. If you see the blood coming, run. That's all I'm on. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call ghost hunters.
There you go. Have you guys seen, there's these people that they set up, like they have like a pond or something, and they set up a movie screen on the one side of the pond, and you sit and you watch Jaws in inner tubes in this water. Could you imagine doing that?
What? I was trying to fix that message.
Oh, did something happen?
It automatically deleted it or whatever.
Oh, sorry, getting on the started something. Accidentally deleted your thing, but I saw it, and yeah, I haven't heard of that one, but
ghost hunters.
But yeah, the sitting in water watching Jaws, I don't think I could do. Stigmata and other religious movies, yeah, those religious movies scare me because, and it's not because I have issues with religion as a whole. I have issues with the fanaticism of like medieval era where we're just going to like murder people based on religion like that. People were crazy.
What was the other one? Stigmata. Oh, was it? What was that one with Heath Ledger?
And it was a horror movie?
It was where he was a
Sean in Alaska, hello.
He was played an exorcist.
Oh, I don't know.
The Order. I think it was called The Order.
I haven't seen it. I'm glad we're talking about scary movies now because it's kind of that season. I'm actually going to decorate for Halloween next week. I love Halloween. Like, I like scary stuff for that. I don't like stuff that's like going to eat me alive or something. Of course, I was a little bit of a goth girl in high school, so. Sean, I'm so glad you're here. And yes, Donald's back, so I'm excited about that too. My favorite movie to watch at Halloween, though, is the one called The Village with Joaquin Phoenix and Bryce Dallas Howard. Because it's not, I mean, it's a little spooky at the beginning, but then it turns more romantic, I guess, at the end. And I don't know, it gets me in the Halloween vibes. I really like that movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one.
Which one?
The Village. You've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I make him watch it every time we
every Halloween
carve pumpkins.
Every time.
But you like it too.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Are you telling me on camera right now that you don't like that movie?
Yeah, no, I literally said it's great. It's great. It's a great movie.
Redeemed by the romance. It is redeemed by the romance. I think it was really well done.
Oh yeah, I mean it's literally a great movie.
Dee says she likes the commercialism of Halloween, but not the scary stuff that is plausible. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of ghost hunter type stuff here in Gettysburg for obvious reasons, but I don't know. I don't think ghosts scare me as much as because I wouldn't. In my brain, I can't imagine them being necessarily malicious, but it's not like I know anything about ghosts. But I feel like I could handle myself around them if they're real. The Great Pumpkin, Michael Myers. You know, I honestly don't think I've ever seen a Michael Myers movie. I don't think I have. And I've never seen. Well, I
so no Halloween.
I've never seen Halloween. I've seen Psycho, but I've never seen like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Which ones was that guy? Which ones did he create or did he inspire? Psycho. Was it Psycho?
Ed Gein did Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm assuming Silence of the Lambs because part of his whole MO was with Wild Bill.
So just those three.
I'm sure there are more.
Yeah.
That's just I don't remember what they all are. It's top of my head. Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic, not necessarily a Halloween movie, but still cute. I love it. Rocky Horror.
I mean,
they do dress up at the end.
Yeah.
I love Practical Magic. One of my favorite movies. Freddy Krueger. No, I don't want to watch any more Freddy Krueger. Hannibal, I wouldn't mind seeing. I like Silence of the Lambs. Of course, I like anything Anthony Hopkins is.
Well, I think he's in what? Is it 3 movies? Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and then The Red Dragon.
I've only ever seen Silence of the Lambs.
I think it's
Little Shop of Horrors. There you go. That was a weird one, but it was kind of a cult classic. I remember that one as a kid.
Feed me.
I'm trying to think of what else I used to watch as a kid. I don't know. I only got to see Hocus Pocus for the first time a couple years ago. Do you guys remember they had Cher, Susan Sarandon, Jack Nicholson, Witches of Eastwick? Do you guys remember that one? Never seen Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. That was what...
Addams Family. That's a good one. I didn't think about that one. I love Addams Family stuff. I always you hear about all those people that talk about they want to be like Harley Quinn and the Joker, and then the people are like, no, I'd rather be like Adam or Gomez and Morticia because they were so in love. Although I would really love to see another Addams Family that has Christina Ricci as Morticia. And then...
Oh, what was his name?
Well, the guy... Well, also Johnny Depp would be really good.
Yeah, but there's another one.
The guy that played Queen's lead singer in that movie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Is it Ramal? No.
No. The Witches of Eastwick, yeah. Honestly, if I could have...
Rami Malek.
Yeah. If I could have my house decorated like the Addams Family, I would probably be happy with that. I'm kind of going for a cottagecore vibe, though, but I could go with some gothcore. While he's looking up stuff, yeah, Johnny Depp would be awesome as Gomez. I did want to take a moment to do a shout out to our channel of the week. We try to do a shout out every channel just to spread the love. These guys are one of my most favorite people in the world. Yellow Rose Homestead is a phenomenal channel. They were truckers for a very long time, you know, just wanting to have a homestead. They finally got their homestead and they finally quit trucking. And now they're building their homestead up and putting out content because they're not on the road. So I wanted to give them a shout out. Stacy's birthday is actually next week, and they just joined our channel as a channel member. So some of my favorite people right there. If you could give them a little love, if someone could post their link, one of my Mama Z's got it. Perfect. that would be awesome. I really appreciate that. So let me take that off real quick. Definitely check them out. Let me get my peoples underneath there. So yes, if you guys, and that's another one I haven't seen, House of 1,000 Corpses. Is that really gross? Is that gory?
House of 1,000 Corpses is pretty
gory.
Pretty gory, and then it's the I forgot what the sequel was.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm not big on the gore anymore. Maybe in high school I was.
I couldn't get over the girl's voice. It took a lot of it out of me.
Now, Rob Zombie, I saw an episode where he was on MTV Cribs. His house is like the Addams Family already. It's legit. I had a crush on him all throughout high school. So if you've ever not seen that episode, I would check it out. Awesome. Thank you, Tinker's Wife, for hanging out. We're actually about to close things up here. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. And I love talking about all the horror stuff. Next weekend, we will be live. It's actually going to be our 6th anniversary next Sunday. So it's kind of going to be an anniversary live. I don't know that we're going to necessarily do anything. We might go out to dinner. I don't know if we want to do that on Sunday, though. We might want to do it on Monday when people are not around.
Come on.
So we might do a dinner, but we are going to celebrate our anniversary with you guys next Sunday night. What? Yeah, I created one of those.
I mean, he would make a good Gomez.
I created one of those. I think someone took my image. Anyway, so thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channel. And show our subscribers some love. If you have not subscribed, I am giving out our monthly member perk this week. So hop on that train, get some free stuff, free knowledge. We try to take care of our members. So thanks again. We'll see you then.
Peace.